everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a man on his 8th NFL.
Does your dad have a mustache, Roy Speedrun? Whenever I think of like old man Dolphin fans, they've all got mustaches for some reason.
New England Patriots.
Oh, like 70. Is that 76? Your dad is Hulk Hogan.
And Charles Davis.
78.
Gentlemen.
Coach, it's one of those teeth-chatteringly cold and snowy December afternoons here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Roy Speedrun, if your dad is legit Hulk Hogan, that'd be dead. I'll fly you and your dad out here to be on stream with me if your dad's legit Hulk Hogan.
With the Miami Dolphins.
Like the real Hulk Hogan. He models himself after Hulk Hogan. Okay. So he's, I feel like that's the same approach that Dog the Bounty Hunter takes too.
15 times.
Oh, the guy who had your job before was a big Dolphins fan.
Teams in the division, Jets, Buffalo, Miami. They kind of remind me of the old Brooklyn Dodgers. Remember their rally cry? Wait till next year, because that's what it's been like trying to chase down the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are even vulnerable yet.
You may be related to Dog, the Bounty Hunter?
They're going to have to earn it.
Dude, that's crazy. My favorite thing about Dog the Bounty Hunter is he's like, we use bear mace instead of guns because I just don't believe in lethal violence. And it's like, well, no, you use bear mace instead of a gun because you're a convicted felon and you can't have a gun.
Here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan
Look at Ryan Fitzpatrick with the giant ass beard. That's awesome.
Decided to pull the plug on the
He looks like my project manager.
After 7 seasons,
but he doesn't have the beard.
So
wait,
Ryan Fitzpatrick
he doesn't have the beard
agency fittingly on St. Patrick's Day,
on his character model.
But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start, over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami.
All right, couldn't cover all 3.
Side is complete here on the first play of the drive, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
All about saving lives, but he gives every fucking guy he arrests a cigarette.
Brandon, there've been some memorable.
I'm sure that cigarettes are not the worst thing that those people have put into their bodies.
Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember.
What is this?
In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for
some of these catch animations where they're like boxing them out.
That was 82?
Too much. Too much. And they happen like every other contested catch.
We're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Dude, I used to love watching Dog the Bounty Hunter. Not because it was good television, but because it was such bad television.
Short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action now. Fitzpatrick looking for the end zone. And this is going to be
baby.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He was looking for Parker that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Bad television used to be great.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Dude, all that daytime television that you used to like stay home sick from work and, from school and watch. All right.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5.
Dude, we all used to do that. We all used to
give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up.
Stay home from school and just, dude. Back when I was in college, all we had was like antenna TV in our dorm. And we used to watch so much.
Brady's throw caught by Thomas. After getting that,
we used to watch so many court shows, like The People's Court was my favorite. Judge Marilyn Millian. Yes, please.
I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover.
Les, you see this no-huddle drive I'm up here putting together?
A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
I'll tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
But that call makes sense.
That play, I don't know why I'm running another screen here. Let's do it.
Again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
All right, it didn't work the second time, which is fine. It shouldn't have.
To hold it to a short game.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a loss of a
Wait, now I don't know if Roy Speedrun was saying that was dirty to that screenplay that I ran, or the fact that I was like admitting that I had the hots for Judge Marilyn Millian.
I think quarterbacks got to see that.
I think that's how you say your name.
Audible into something a little more advantageous.
Just used to put all those bad guys in their place, you know?
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And they
Good Lord.
With Michelle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards
dirty.
on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat
Judge Joe Brown also.
You know me pretty well on second down.
Not that I had the hots for Judge Joe Brown.
Play action.
Not that there's anything wrong with having the hots for Judge Joe Brown. I just didn't, you know?
Didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know if I'm going to buy this game this year. I bought it every year.
The touchdown. He'll send this one away.
For years. But I just don't know if I've got it in me to spend money on a game that's the exact same and that I'm probably only going to play like
make it across the 20.
3 hours of. I'm going to get my 10 hours out of this demo and just be done with it. Wait for NBA 2K to come out.
The offensive unit now, they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield.
And it really does feel like it's been lost in the mix. Doesn't help it never came to PC until like last year. Yeah.
Play there for Miami.
Yeah, and even then, I don't even know how much like mod support there was on it because that was the big reason a lot of people wanted it to come to PC was be able to mod it and make like NCAA.
7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play.
The franchise has never really been in a good spot since they stopped making NCAA. Like, to me, my favorite thing was playing through NCAA and exporting draft classes because, you know, the college football games used to come out like a couple weeks before Madden, and so you could play through, get a couple of draft classes that you could then upload.
Yeah, maybe you should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Drake. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, thank God he jukes.
Driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down.
How stupid.
After a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because
so
we saw the
I listen to a lot of like
game,
Bill Simmons content, and
one
of the things that he always jokes about is when commentators are like, so I was chatting with the players last night before the game, and they really said that this was the key, and that seems to be like a lot of the narrative color commentary that's run through here of like, hey, yeah, the meeting with the coaches last night. Much rather play FIFA or 2K. They're so much more feature rich and more connected to the video game culture. Madden just feels like something an ultra fan would snag. Yeah, well, and Madden used to be like, you know, and it still is like, there are some people who all they play is Madden, or maybe just like Madden and 2K or whatever.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But I think people have really just, I mean, EA's a meme, right? And that doesn't help. But it also just doesn't help that it's evident when they remove features and then put those features back in. Like oh, let's remove custom draft classes and then put those back in. Let's remove the Pro Bowl and put it back in. I'm waiting for the damn quarterback vision cone to come back in.
Cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they get it done.
Brady's throw there complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
We got the ball first. I think the Dolphins. I think I was on defense first.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Oh, oops, I still have it on no huddle.
At least as far as the results.
Okay, yeah, so that was a 6-second runoff, probably because I didn't have to go too far.
Surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long
Yo,
drive.
Roy Speedrun, thanks for stopping by, dude.
In this case,
have a good night. Hopefully, you have a good Friday, and it leads to a really good weekend.
To throw, it's Brady. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Dude, that sucks. Take it easy, dude.
There. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Fitzpatrick now.
I mean, I was on his back, and he still pulled that ball in somehow.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Just a yard on the catch there.
I feel like landing the hit sticks back to being like a pretty consistent thing. Therefore, a couple of years it was a little. They like tweaked it to where it was harder to hit.
He's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter break.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Now Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Wait, are they going for the field goal here?
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal.
They're not even close.
This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Punt return.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it.
The field goal return.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
He's not even going to get close.
Officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast.
That's another thing I don't like when I go to skip the halftime show. Like, they kind of break the 3rd wall. They've been doing that the last couple of years, too. I'm playing on Sim. I want it to be, you know, kind of like a broadcast experience. I don't want the broadcasters talking, like, directly to me.
New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Good thing he didn't throw when I pressed it because he had slips.
Before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Brady's throw there.
It gave me the use of spin. I didn't get away from anything.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
Oh, my gosh, shoestring tackle.
A great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh, boy, it's been good.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's stupid.
Christian Wilkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Brady, and this is caught. It's Edelman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though.
Hey, why does it pull my guy back when I try to run up to the
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the 2nd.
I would have been so pissed. I had a play like that in the first game
but it winds up falling incomplete.
where I caught it after it bounced off the 2 defenders. I thought that was going to happen there. Also, this game did not start with a 15-yard face mask like my first 2. Oh, gosh.
Right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
53. 52 right here. Coming to you. And
it's Michelle once again. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of
the commentary
ball,
is all jacked up. I mean, it's always been spotty, but I feel like there's a ton of errors in it this year.
They got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
There's a 15-yard face mask.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, that's definitely going to have to get turned down.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. And he will be brought down.
Let's see if I can actually score a touchdown from within the 10-yard line, because I have not been able to do that.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Or not.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Devlin will try to power it in.
Not even touched.
He is in. Touchdown, New England. James Devlin taking it in. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did in the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards.
They're not even
going
to call timeouts.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 66.
Again, it's Michelle. And he won't be close
still
to
not
a
calling
first down
timeout.
as he runs into a wall right around
Oh,
the
I'm
line
up by
of
17.
scrimmage.
I thought I was on.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Another face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, it's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll run. It's Drake. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
The previous play is under review. After reviewing the play.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement.
So there were 3 games of Madden right there. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be uploading more as we work through this 10-hour trial.